what is the vector? Okay. So vector means generally in the physics also, we are learning about the vector and scalars. So what is a vector means it has a direction and it has a magnitude. Then it is called that vector. And what is a scalar means it's only has the magnitude, but it don't has the directions. Okay. Then velocity, acceleration that we call that vectors. Okay. Now the force that we call that is also vector. Okay. And the mass and temperature, pressure that are the meaning of the scalars. So in that mathematical, what is the scalar? Means nothing to the numbers. Generally, we can say that in the physics there are different. We can say temperature, pressure, mass. That is in physics. But in come to mathematics, what are the scalar means? It is the numbers. Just we can write that numbers. Okay. So suppose that A is a one vector is there. Okay. Then what is the length and what is the magnitude? Modulus of the vector means that we can write the modulus of A. Okay. So A is a vector is there. Then the length are modulus. So generally we can say that length of the vector, that modulus of A. Suppose that A equal to A1I plus A2J plus A3K. Okay. Then what is the mod A? That is the length of the vector is, listen here, under root of A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. So this is the length of the vector. Okay, na? So scalar, this automatically it has that uh, uh, what is that magnitude? So we can find out. So that important thing is the unit vector. So what is the unit vector means? Just in the term only that unit will be there. What is the unit? If it is one, we can say that unit, no? So which vector's magnitude or which vector's length is one, that vector is called what is it? Unit vector. Okay. Suppose A is a one vector. So in the direction of A, so we have one more value will be there. One more vector, that unit vector in the direction of A is become what is that? That is A by the magnitude of A, the modulus of A. So A by modulus of A is called what is that? Unit vector. Understood? Unit vector definition this is. Okay. So negative vector, that is not that's important. So this is that these topics, what are the topics we are learning? No, that is important. Okay. And this law, water, that is nothing. But here, one thing you have to learn, if in the examination, they are asking to find the collinear vectors. So what is the meaning of collinear means? There we have some examples also there. Just we go to that example problems. Yes. Okay. Na? So with example problems, so we can explain what are that brief in that first unit. So here they given the three vectors and they're asking to prove that the three vectors are form a right angle triangle. Okay. So in generally, if the 3 points is there, so we can show that how we can show that these 3 points are made a right angle triangle means. So this is the right angle triangle, no? So this is a right angle triangle. So it's A and B and this is C. Suppose that angle is equal to 98 in angle B. So we have the one Pythagoras theorem. So that in the Pythagoras theorem, so we can say that AC whole square equal to AB whole square plus BC whole square. Okay, so this is the Pythagoras theorem. Understood? So in the same way, here they're giving the 3 points, the position vectors, A, B, C. So they're asking to prove that, find that, form that right angle triangle. So here we can find the distance. Okay, so here how we can find the AC means? So that AC means is nothing to what is that? OC minus OA. Okay, no? See, listen here. Uh, Here that AB is AB. So AB equal to, so how we can write the AB is, so AB equal to OB minus OA. So AB equal to OB minus OA. Okay. Now OB. So what is the OB? Here this is. So this is OA position vector. So we can see that position vector from O, and this is OB, and this is OC. OA, OB, OC. Okay, na? So these are the three vectors it will be there. Yeah. So AB, OB minus OA. So this is OB and minus A. So II quotient 4I minus 2I, 2I, 5J minus 4J, J, and K, and minus of minus K, that's plus, that is become plus 2K. And that magnitude. So, under that magnitude, so that's 2 square, that is nothing to what is that here? 2 square plus 1 square and 2 square. So that is become 4 plus 1 plus 4. So that is root 9 is nothing to 3. Understood? So this is that, magnitude of AB. And similarly BC. So how we can find the BC means here that OB minus OC. Okay, na? So we are getting the BC. So BC equal to this is OB minus OC. Again, we need to find the BC magnitude. That is 3 root. Now CA. CA also that is become OA minus OC. Then we are getting that CA. Okay. So that magnitude of CA is that is become 3. Now observe here. So AB 3 and CA 3. So if you are observing that BC whole square equal to, so here 3 root 3, 3 root 2 whole square. So 3 root 3 whole square equal to 18. So that BC whole square equal to AB square. What is the AB? 3, no? So AB square is become, what is that? 9. And externally CA. So that is also become 9. So 9 plus 9. So that is AB whole square equal to CA whole square. So by Pythagoras theorem, so ABC is a right angle triangle, and that angle at A. Why? Because here BC is a hypotenuse. So this is A. So here B and here the C. Understood? So this is by Pythagoras theorem. A comma B comma C is a right angle triangle. Okay, na? So this type of problems will be coming there. Okay. And next is the collinear. Show that the three position vectors of collinear. So one thing I have to tell, what is the meaning of the collinear? So what is the meaning of the collinear? So what is the meaning of collinear? So collinear means if A comma B comma C, this is a line L. So if A comma B comma C are the lies on the same line, then we can say that the A comma B comma C are the collinear. Okay. Next one more term will be there, coplanar. That is different here. Coplanar. So coplanar this is. So what is the coplanar means? If the three lines are lies on the plane, okay, the three lines are or whatever may be the lines are lies on the same plane, that is called the coplanar. So leave it that we don't have, we have only collinear. Okay, no? So they are giving A comma B comma C, no? So first we are finding that AB equal to OB minus OA. That OB we find out that minus OA. So 3A minus B minus 2C. And AC is what is that? OC minus OA. So we are find out that AC. So let us observe here that AB and this is AC. So this is, if you are taking the 3 is common and we are getting what is that 3A minus B minus 2C. So this is nothing to what is a 3AB. So the figure will be like this. So the distance of AC, the distance of AC, what is that? This is the 3 times of distance of B. So from there we can say that these are what is that? Co-linear. Understood? So this is the things. Okay, ma, sorry. So this is, so now you observe no the distance between AC. Okay, so the distance between the AC equal to what is that? That is equal to 3AB. That means what is that? That means that 3 should be lies on same line. Understood? So this is the thing which we can say that. Okay, so AC equal to 3 into AB. So this is the thing. So we can say that. Okay. Now we can say that A and B are what is that? Collinear. That means it lies on the same plane. Okay, so this is that important things. Okay. See, there is a one more problem is there. So these are the parallelogram sides. 2i plus 4j minus 5k. Okay, that AB is 2i plus 4j plus 5k. And BC is I plus 2j plus 3k. Now let's see the figure is there. ABCD. So ABCD is the parallelogram side, AB and BC. So uh, they're asking to what is that? Find the unit vectors that are parallel to the diagonals. So these are the diagonals. What are the diagonals? AB and this is that AC. Okay, no? So AC equal. So how we can find the AC means? AC means AB plus BC. So this is AB and this is BC. So AB. So what is the AB means? That already they given that sides of parallelogram, no? So AB is 2i plus 4j plus 5k and BC I plus 2j plus 3k. So if we are adding these three things and we are getting what is that? 3i plus 6j minus 2k. So therefore that magnitude as AC is become under root of 9 plus 36 plus 4. Okay. So this is the things we have. So what is the unit vector? So what is the unit vector means? So unit vector along AC. So just now we discussed unit vector along the vector A means what is that? A by the determinant of A. So in the same way that unit vector along the AC means AC by that mod of AC. Okay, next BD. BC plus CD. Okay, na? So BC plus CD means so this is that. So BD. So we need to find the BD, no? That is nothing to what is that? BC plus CD. Okay, next we have to find out that. And unit vector along the BD is BD by mod of BD. Okay, next dot products, scalar product of the vectors. Okay, dot products. So this is the most important things. So how we can find the dot product is also important. So I will share it more. Uh, I will share that. Okay, here only I will share that. Hmm. So this is the A. A is A1I plus A2J plus A3K. So B means B1I plus B2J plus B3K. Okay. And now what is the dot product? So how we can find out that that is A dot B. Okay. So these two II coefficient. So that is become A1 B1 plus these two A2 B2. Next this three, the last coefficient A3 B3. So this is called the dot product. Okay. So the dot product of the two vectors is communicated that the properties of no need, the dot product. And one more thing, if the two vectors are orthogonalities, the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So this is the A vector and this is the B vector. Okay, no? So when we can say that two vectors are perpendicular generally. So if the angle is at 90, in between of the two vectors is 90, then we can say the two vectors are perpendicular. So that means the cos theta formula, the angle of the cos theta formula. So angle will be 90. Then we can say that it is a what is that? Two vectors are perpendicular. Otherwise, we can find out if the dot product of A dot B equal to 0. Okay. If the dot product that A dot B equal to 0. So then we can say that two vectors are perpendicular. Okay, so you know how to find the dot product now. So if you are finding the dot product that equal to 0, then we can get that two vectors are perpendicular. So one more thing you have to learn here, the angle between the two vectors. So the angle between the two vectors. So suppose A and B, these are the two vectors is there. Then angle between the two vectors, that is cos theta equal to. So that cos theta equal to A dot B by mod A dot mod B. Okay. So cos theta equal to A dot B by mod A into mod B. So this is that angle between the two vectors. Okay. So this is that formula. Uh, okay. Suppose we are just now we discussed now if two vectors are perpendicular, so the angle should be 90. So cos pi by 2 equal to what is that? A dot B by mod A mod B. So cos 90, what is the cos 90? 0. So 0 equal to A dot B by mod A dot mod B. So if it is go to there, then A dot B equal to 0. So this is that's why we are getting, if the two angles are perpendicular, then uh, that A dot B equal to should be 0. Okay, no? So this is the one thing. So you can say that. So this is the formula just now we discussed, no? So that angle between that vectors. Now find the dot products of the vectors. Okay, that is A dot B. So 1 into 2. So how we just now we discussed now how we can find the dot products. I coefficient plus J coefficient plus K coefficient. Okay, so here that is we are getting 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 1 into 5. Then we are getting 2 plus 8 plus 5, that we are getting that 50. Okay. Now here the see the one question is there. So for the what value the vector should be are perpendicular. Okay. They're asking to for the what value the vector should be perpendicular. So before that, first we have to take that the two vectors are perpendicular, then only we can find out that x values. So if the two vectors are perpendicular, and we have that one thing, what is that? A dot B equal to 0. So if the two vectors are perpendicular, then A dot B equal to 0. So A dot B, no? So you know A and this is B. I coefficient, that is become 2 into 2, 4. And X, J coefficient, X here minus 1 minus X. But there is no K you know here in the B, that we are taking the 0 point K. Now 1 into 0, that is become 0. Then 4 minus X equal 0. Then X equal to 4. Okay. Now this is the one. Right. Next. Okay. Now here they're asking to the one more problem. Find the angle between the two vectors. So it is very important, student, in the examination point of. find the angle between the two vectors. So just now we discussed about that angle between the two vectors is cos theta equal to a dot b by mod a into mod b. So cos theta, they are giving the a vector 2i plus 2j minus k, and b is 6i minus 3j plus 2k. Now that's a dot b by, so mod a dot mod b. So you have to find the mod a value under root of 2 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 whole square into mod b is 6 square, that is minus 3 whole square plus. So finally we are getting that cos theta equal to, so cos theta equal to 4 by 21. Then theta equal to, that is cos inverse of 4 by 21. Okay, so this is the things you can find out. Okay, and here the one more thing, find the projection of the vector, they given A and the vectors B. Okay, so projection of A on B. So before that, what is the projection? Before we have to learn what is the meaning of the projection means. So projection is nothing to that, that images. Suppose this is a one tub, we have the tub is filling with the water, and that we have one pen is there. That what, how we can say that upon the tub we are raising one hand, water maybe. That image should be there in water. Okay, no. So we need to find that the image of the length of the images. So that is nothing to what is that projection. So here they are asking to that the projection of A on B. So the projection of A on B, the formula is that A dot B by mod of modulus of B. So in the same way, the projection of B on A, the formula is A dot B by mod A. Okay, so A dot B by mod A. So this is the things we can find out. So this is are the important. Okay, so this is that. So that is that important things. Just now we discuss about that. So that are the dot products. Okay. Next come to here that cross product. Okay. So dot product is finished. Next we have to go to the cross product. So this is A, and this is, so this is called the cross product. So this is A dot B. Okay. Uh, See, listen. Yeah, if A comma B are vectors, then A cross B is a cross product and A dot B is a dot product. So listen, if A comma B are the vector, then A cross B is also become vector. But A dot B is become scalar. Listen, that A cross B, that we are getting that vector. And that A dot B is called scalar. Okay, so understood. So this is that A cross B and A dot B, the difference between A cross B, again we are getting the vector, but A dot B we are getting that scalar. Okay, so this is the cross product of the vector product of the. So how we can find that? Okay, see. I will explain with one example. Wait more 1 minute. So this is A cross A cross B and A dot B. So how we can find that? I will show that. So this is the A. So A equal to no, I will share the PDF only. Uh, just wait. So suppose A equal to A1I plus A2J plus A3K. Here otherwise we'll see one problem. Then only you are getting the easy clarification. Yes. Okay, no? So this is A and B is there. Just one thing. So this is A and B. So how we can find the A cross B? Okay. So first we can, in that in the intermediate level or matrices, you know to how to find the determinant of the uh, product of the two matrices. So in the same way here also, the product of the two vectors, that cross vector, the dot vector is that is different. Now that cross vector A cross B, I, J, K. So that is -2, 2, -1, and 3, 6, 2. So find A cross B. So I into, so eliminate this row and this column and do the product. That is what is that? 2 into 2 minus, next to this two things. What is that? -1 into 6. Okay. So 2 into 2, 4. That minus into minus, that is become. Okay. No? So that is I into minus. Next come to here, the second term J, no? So we have to take that minus. So minus J. So minus J means, so eliminate this row, this column, that row. So that is become 2 into -2 -4 and minus of -1 into 3 plus 3. plus k into 6 into minus 2 minus 12 and 3 into 2 minus 6. So after that we are getting. So this is the cross product. So how we can do the cross product means like this. A cross B and A dot B. Okay. Now, so these are also unit vectors. How we can find that unit vector. Yeah. One more thing. This is also important. And they are giving the three vectors. Okay. So if they are giving the three vectors are make a one triangle. So in here the examination, so he's asking to find out if there are three vectors are there, if that angle is what is that? Uh, what is the area of the triangle? If the three vectors are formed a one triangle, so what is the area of the triangle? So in the general, if the 3 points are make a triangle, then we can find that area of the triangle. So what are my formula is there under root of x1 into y2 minus y1 whole square. That is the different will be there. So when it is in the vector, so what is the formula means? That is half into, so listen here, half into AB cross AC. Okay, no? So this is the vector half into AB cross AC. This is if the three vectors are form a rectangle, what is that? Sorry, triangle, then area of the triangle. And this is a very important. And they're giving one problem is also is there, no? Okay. Now these are the three vectors. Okay. Now this is AB and this is AC. So of AB into AB, you know how to find the AB this OB minus OA. AC means OC minus OA. So AC cross AB. IJK 2 minus 2 minus 3, 1, 1, 1. Then the modulus of AC cross AB is, we are getting that 40. Then that area of the triangle. So area of the triangle is half into AB cross AC. So first we need to find AC cross AB. So if you are finding that AC cross AB, then we are getting that one vector. So again, we are finding the magnitude, no? So if you are finding the magnitude, so we are getting that scalar. So that is the thing. So half into under root of 42. Okay, and this is very important question in the examination point of view. Okay. Next, this is find the area of the parallelogram and use the diagonals. So you just know we find out know that the distance area. Next, the important. Up to now, we discuss only the product of the two vectors. Okay. The either dot product, either cross product. Okay. Now, if there is any two vectors is there, three vectors is there. So how we can denote it by that is we can denote as the bracket of A, B, C. Okay. So that is defined as C this one. So if A comma B comma C are the three vectors, the scalar triple product of A, B, C is what is that? A dot B cross C. Okay, no? So again, we are getting that one scalar. So that is box product. So that is the scalar quantity is that. Okay, did you understood about this one? Okay. So A, B, C is nothing to what is that? A dot B cross C. Is there one problem? We'll see one problem. See that. So sometime they'd ask, what is that? The bracket of BC. The bracket of ABC is A dot B cross C. That is nothing to what is that? Bracket of ABC, A dot B cross C. So first find out that B cross C, I, J, K, no, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, 3, minus 2. So we are getting B cross C. So that is become I plus 3J plus 5K. Now that A dot B cross C means, so this is the A and this is the B cross C. So that is become that minus 10. 1.8.6. That is understood, no? So for the short answers also, it is very important. So how we can find out that A cross B cross C? Yes, so this is that most. Find the value of C if three vectors are coplanar. So what is a collinear means before we discuss? The 3 points are lies on the same line, that is collinear. What is a coplanar means? The three vectors are lies on the same plane, that is called the coplanar. So when we can say that three vectors are coplanars means if that bracket of ABC, that bracket of ABC equal to 0. Okay, the bracket of ABC equal to 0. That how we can find that ABC means directly we can write the bracket of ABC. You know how to find the determinant A1, B1, C1. Let's see here the one problem. Write the coefficient 2, minus 1, 1. So for this vector, this is okay. 2, minus 1, minus. For this vectors, write 1, 2, minus 3. For this vector, 3, C, 5. Okay, no? So next 2 into same cross multiplication. Eliminate this row and this column. 2 into 5, 10. Minus of the 3C plus 3. Next minus 1. So minus of that is become plus 1. This row and this column. 5 into 1, 5. And minus of 3 into 3, 9. Next plus 1 into CC and 3 into 2, 6. C minus 6. That is after simplification and we are getting what is that? 20 plus 6C plus 14C plus C minus 6. Then we are getting 7C plus 28. But this already the given coplanars, no? So that BC should be 0. So from there we are getting that C equal to minus 4. So therefore the given vectors are coplanars if the C equal to minus 4. So this is that uh, coplanar definition. And one more thing, this is also important. And find the volume of tetrahedrons with the vertices A, B, C, D. Okay, no? So we are taking that ABC is one triangle that is the base of the tetrahedron and D is the fourth vertex. They given in the figure, no? Okay. So what is the formula? So what is the volume of the tetrahedron means that 1 by 6 into. So that 1 by 6 into, so 1 by 6 into dA, the bracket of dA, dB and dC. Okay, no? So first we are writing that position vectors, dA. So dA means that OD minus OA, dB, OD minus OB, and DC, and OD minus OC. So this is. So the volume of tetrahedral is 1 by 6 into the bracket of dA, dB, dC. So dA, dB, dC means, so 1 by 6 into, so 1 by 6 into, that is 444. The 1 by 6 into 444 and 271 and 1, 2 minus 1. So 1 by 6 into 4 of this we can write minus 7 into minus 2 and minus 4 minus 2 into minus 1 and plus 4 and 4 minus 7. Okay. So this is the um, things we have, that volume of the tetrahedrons. So finally, what you understood here means, so A, if A comma B are the vectors, okay, then A dot B is become scalar, but A cross B is become vector. Okay. Oh, next to the angle between the two vectors, the formula is cos theta equal to A dot B by A dot mod B. Okay. Then cos theta equal to A dot B by mod A dot mod B. Okay. Na? If the two vectors are perpendicular, so that is A dot B equal to 0. That implies what is that? A comma B are perpendicular. Okay. Na? So this is the concept we have this. Okay. So we'll meet again the next class ma about that. So I think it's very useful for you for your further studies in the vectors. Okay.